Hello, I am King Mac, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries and a nice soft drink. Thank you for watching, and now here is our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews on YouTube.
Hello my friends, how you all doing today? I hope you all do well, and I hope you are ready for some more TTBurger game reviews because we're ready to start some more right now. Today we're on episode 172, and this is the multi-part review, part 1 of 2. And before I get started here, I want to give a shout out to Sub-Zero MX and Freaking HD for King Mac and stuff, so critical to you guys, so I hope you're all doing well. And we have a lot to talk about here, so let's get started. Now today we're going to talk about the king of the monsters, king of the kaiju monsters, Godzilla, also known as Godzilla. And those of you who are growing up know who Godzilla is, and those of you who grew up back in the day when Godzilla started know who Godzilla is. He was that big monster who ravaged Japan, destroying buildings and other things, and Godzilla made its debut in 1954 with the original Godzilla film, and ever since then there were movies of Godzilla galore ever since. We're starting with the Showa franchise, 1954-1975, and then the Heisei series from 1984 to 1999. And then you got the Millennium series, Godzilla 2000, and Final Wars and all that stuff, and you got the modern ones to this day. And Godzilla's been all over the place, with movies, toys, magazines, TV, cartoons like that, and of course, video games, which we'll be talking about today. And before I get started here, I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine, a YouTube user, MF217, because he's a big Godzilla fan, so credit goes to you, dude. Hope you're doing well. This will be in 2 parts, like I said. Part 1, we're going to look at Godzilla Save the Earth, and then Part 2, we're going to look at Godzilla in 2014, which was exclusive to the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And I know there's Godzilla Unleashed and Godzilla Strong Monsters Melee, but 1, I don't have Godzilla Strong Monsters Melee anymore because I stole my GameCube, and 2, Godzilla Unleashed was not a very good game. I heard the Wii port was better, but for company that had the PlayStation 2 version, it's not worth it. Just throw it away. And if you want to buy it, now you're gonna have to spend a lot of money for it. So yeah, just saying there. But we have a lot to talk about here. We're gonna get started with Godzilla Save the Earth, the sequel to Godzilla Strong Monsters Melee, released in time for Godzilla's 50th anniversary, released in 2004, November 16th, for the Xbox, and November 2nd, 2004 for the PlayStation 2. There was no GameCube version, but still, let's talk about here, so let's get started. Now, I will say that Godzilla Save the Earth is a fighting game with Godzilla characters, much like Godzilla Strong Monsters Melee, but with more content and improvements. More monsters, more levels, more challenges, and more. It's like going to a restaurant and winning an endless supply of cheeseburgers where you'll be set for the rest of your life. That's what it's like with more content. Just how much more could you ask for? In my opinion, it's the best Godzilla game ever made. It has some quirks that are worth talking about, but I'll get to those later. So let's get started here. The story of Godzilla Save the Earth takes place 2 years after Godzilla Strong Monsters Melee. After failing to invade the Earth in the previous game, the Vortex returned to Earth with all the monsters under control with their ultimate weapon, Space Godzilla. You play as a monster broken free of the Vortex's control to retrieve G-cells before the Vortex do, to retrieve Godzilla's DNA, and defeat the Vortex while defeating the other monsters under the spell and stuff. It's a good story, it has a Godzilla feel to it, and definitely it also feels like you're playing a Godzilla movie. You have a total of 19 monsters with 6 unlocked, and the rest 13 need to be unlocked with points you get in the game. Like Godzilla 90s, Godzilla 2000, Megalon, Rodan, Gigan, Mothra, M.O.G.U.E.R.A from the Mysterians, Jet Jaguar, and more. Lots of monsters, and I'll be playing as the 2 Godzillas, Godzilla 90s and Godzilla 2000, because it's Godzilla, you gotta play as Godzilla, and so yeah. But let's continue here. The presentation for Godzilla to Save the Earth they're good graphics, not the best graphics, but still good graphics. The monsters all look very detailed and animate really well. The environments you fight in look okay, and the cutscene scenes look cool, but there are times where the frame rate hitches up, but it's not a game killer, just that the graphics could have been better overall because of like with the environments and everything like that, but overall good graphics for sure. Sound, I gotta say, was my least favorite part of Godzilla Save the Earth. The music has that Godzilla feel to it, even has the Godzilla theme, which I can't play because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but some of the music sounds generic. Godzilla Destroy Monsters barely had some like rock orchestral music, and here it just doesn't have that same feel to it. That's what I mean there. The monsters sound great too with their trademark mark roars and more. Some do not sound like how they do in the movies like M.O.G.U.E.R.A, but that's not a problem though. The voice acting is not very good. It's not the worst voice acting, but still the voice acting could be better, but it's like a 50-50 on a seesaw. Gameplay? Fun game. Better than Destroy All Monsters Melee. You have tons of monsters to choose from like I mentioned before. You pick a monster, you fight your opponent, you go from there. The fights are fun, the way you attack your opponent with your atomic breath, or punching, kicking them, or throwing them or so, and throwing them against stuff in the environment, making them collapse and everything. And the best part of the fights is picking up objects and throwing them at your opponent, like rocks, buildings, depending on where you fight, and throw objects are the best. The controls are smooth and easy to pick up and play. It has that feel like you're playing a motherfucking giant monster. And you have a decent amount of modes to choose from. Action mode, which is the main mode. You pick a monster to get to the end until you fight the Vortex super weapon. You also have some challenge minigame stages, like protect the pyramid building from UFOs. Bowling, where you knock down opponents, like by throwing boulders at them, like bowling balls. Along with demolition mode, where you destroy buildings to get the needed score, which definitely one of my favorite parts there. And more and more and more. Lots of challenges, tons of challenges. If you play on the hard mode as Godzilla 2000, you get an ending, and he's the only monster who gets an ending for some odd reason, but it's not going to be a game killer there. It's understandable because at the time of this release, he was the main Godzilla and the canon Godzilla, and then getting the Godzilla theme is awesome for sure. Other modes include Challenge Mode, which is the challenges that are all here to play, Versus Mode, no explanation there. Melee Mode is one of the coolest modes. It lets you make custom battles with up to 4 monsters you're choosing, and then you can do a free-for-all, go up to a certain number of wins. And it's like you're living your own Godzilla moment you created, and you can spend hours and hours of doing this, and it's having a lot of fun there. It's the best. You have Survival Mode, obvious what it is, and just, yeah, that's pretty much all the modes there, and great times for sure with Godzilla Save the Earth, but now the bads. While there's a lot of content to the game, it can still feel a little short at times. I mean, like, sure, there's a lot of modes, but yeah. The opponent AI can be dumb at times, like retrieving the G-Cells level does not do much to give you a higher score. And once you unlock everything, there's not much else to do after that. Like, once you see everything the game has to offer, that's it. But it's still a fun game overall. Final thoughts here: if you like Godzilla, you like Destroy All Monsters Melee for the GameCube and Xbox, Godzilla Save the Earth will definitely not disappoint, as it's a better game overall. The score will be given is an 8.5 out of 10 because of the problems I have with it, but still a great game overall. And that's it for episode 172, part 1 and 2 for my Godzilla series review. Stay tuned for the final part where we're looking at Godzilla on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 version, because it's the only physical copy out there and stuff. And how does this game fare? Well, at the final next, which is all I gotta say. And you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment down below, join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, join my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, and also my Facebook page, TTBurger88. If you want to hear updates about the channel, or if you're interested in joining, just click on the links, so they'll not go away. Which all I gotta say is Tony, peace and out, have a good day, and see you all in my review of Godzilla for the PlayStation 4.